All right, what is going on, my dudes? Quick little update video for you here. So, season 31 of Alliance War is coming out. It's coming out soon, right? But real quick, actually not too soon, because look at this right here, right above my head. Last but certainly not least, happy to announce we are extending the season 31 off-season by 2 weeks to allow everyone to take a bit of a break and enjoy the holiday. That's really awesome. So, right away, that's cool, but let's start jumping in. We're going to be talking about, bans and the new nodes and other stuff like that. So first things first, also, the preview button's coming, which is cool, very, very cool. We're missing a Mr. Fantastic here. Come on, man. Throw Mr. Fantastic in there. But yeah, so the preview button's coming. You get to check out, the map before you place your defenders now. So if your alliance just happens to place defenders loosey-goosey, you could check in, see who's in there already, adjust accordingly, and yeah. All right. So introducing attacker bans. It's something that a lot of people have been asking for a very long time. Okay. So essentially, the way it works is that the alliance is going to pick 3 champions per cycle. For the entire alliance, all 3 battle groups have to share the same bans for now. It's going to be 3 champions, 3 champs per alliance, per war, I believe every single war. So these bans will only apply to your opponent and won't impact your own attacker selection. So you can ban, for example, OG Daredevil, Beast, and Superior Iron Man, all right? And your opponents won't be able to use them on attack, but you can use them on attack. So you still have your Superior Iron Man. Don't even worry about that, all right? This is what it's going to look like. You have your 3 bans, and then the other alliance are not going to be able to bring those attackers into the alliance war, okay? And this is what it's going to look like when your attackers are banned. So let's say you're a huge Mr. Fantastic player, right? Well, sucks to suck. Not going to be able to use him in this war. Going to have to use that 4-star Rhino instead, apparently. EC3 knows what's up. All right, so since these are new and potentially could have a big impact on the meta of Alliance 4, we're going to keep a close eye on them to see how they perform and how they can be improved. We're really excited to see how they shake things up once they're in your hands. Okay, cool, man. So interested to see how bans work. It's going to be, like I said, 3 attackers per alliance for every war. And yeah, I am excited to see what the ban meta kind of looks like. I feel like most alliances are probably going to be using the same ones as time goes on. But we'll see. So, a tactic update, a new tactic, defense tactic, unstoppable armor, 1, 2, 3. Every 20, 15, 10 seconds, that's assuming, depending on the map you run, the defender will trigger a 3-second armor up buff, granting 0 armor rating. Whenever the defender triggers an armor up buff, 30% chance to trigger an unstoppable passive for 3 seconds. This unstoppable is unaffected by ability accuracy, while unstoppable, defenders are stun immune. So this seems a little annoying. Should be fine, especially if you use, Hercules, benefits from the armor ups. I believe that if you use a champion who, prevents buffs, you should be good to go. So, Dr. Doom will be great here with the stagger. Any champion with slow, for example, Shang-Chi, She-Hulk, Stealth Spidey, champions with the slow debuff are going to get around that unstoppable passive. The armor up buff grants 0 armor rating, so it's kind of just there to trigger the unstoppable. So this doesn't look too bad. It's definitely going to have its counters for sure, no doubt about it. And yeah, just watch out for the unstoppable passive every 10 seconds, and that's the tactic, man. It's probably going to get annoying, but hey. Seems less annoying than High Ground, which apparently is going to be here next season again, because as you can see, tactics by map for the expert map, power down replaces slow your roll, and also, I don't even know what power down is. Does it say it anywhere? I don't know, but the defense tactic, that's the important one, is High Ground, okay? So the Challenger map is going to be getting that unstoppable armor. Unstoppable armor, I didn't even realize that it's actually present for the Challenger map. So the unstoppable armor replaces Regenerator, and you can choose between High Ground, Untouchables, or Unstoppable Armor. And High Ground looks like the worst, man. So when you're setting your defense, I can't imagine any of those being worse than High Ground. High Ground kind of sucks. For the hard map, you just have the attack, and there are no change to the hard map tactics for defense. There are no defense ones, and there's no change to the attack. So there are some node changes as well. Okay, so let's see if we can maybe make this a little bit easier to see. Okay, so node 19, all right? It used to be, for the expert map at least, we're going to focus on the expert map here. Used to be steady build of Fury, heavy hitter, power alternator. Now it's ebb and flow knockdown, power focus 1, and bubble shield for node 20. Used to be strike counter Fury, armor 66, and power drain. Now it's strike counter Fury, hit me I dare you, static defense, and masochism. So that's definitely tougher. Node 26. Used to be encroaching stun, stupefy, power reserve. This was the mini going to the right. Now it's window of opportunity stun, blood in the water, defective defense, and passive heal block, which freaking sucks, man. I hate when they throw heal block around. I really do. It seems like such a crappy node. Crappy way to go around designing nodes. But hey, what do I know? Then we have node 51 here. Hurt Locker, Power Focus 1, Enhanced Special 1, Power Drain is what it used to be. This is the mini boss on the left. Okay, the very left all the way on the top. Now it's going to be Combat Deja Vu Prowess, which I can only imagine if you use the same basic attack twice in a row, they get a Prowess. Prowess Puncture, not sure what that does, but I'm sure it interacts with the Prowess passive they get. And then Conflictor. So you pretty much put a debuff on them, they're going to gain, it looks like a full bar of power. So yeah, all of these look harder. So those definitely look harder. Now we have a Path 6 update here. The original vision we had for Path 6 was to make it a path where champions who had dangerous specials could live. However, we did not reach this goal after reviewing the data and seeing what threats were in place there. With the redesign of Path 6, we are redefining it as the Prowess path where mutants and other powerful champions with high damaging specials can live. So let's take a look at this. So starting with Path 6 in Section 1, it used to be Aggression Fury, Strike Back, and now it is Combat Deja Vu Prowess and Prowess Puncture, same thing as Node 51. Cool. I don't know what Prowess Puncture is. We're going to have to see what Prowess Puncture is, but I would assume a champion, like, for example, off the top of my head, Howard the Duck with the Synergy, is going to be really good for getting rid of Prowess if it's really bad for the opponent to have Prowess, for example. Howard the Duck, underrated Kitty Pryde counter, by the way. So, node 12. Yeah, Kitty Pryde's probably going to be great on this node, I would imagine. Again, don't know what Prowess Puncture is off the top of my head, but I can only imagine that Kitty Pryde's going to benefit. Node 12, Aggression Prowess, Power Focus 2. Okay, so that used to be the Path 6 in Section 2, I believe, the second node. But yeah, okay, let's move on to Section 2. Prowess Buildup, Unblockable. Superior Special 3, Return Policy. That seems hard. It looks like, I don't see, there's no description of the nodes, but it looks like Prowess makes them unblockable. Superior Special 3 kind of looks like Special 3 bias in a way. And then over here, for the second node, Prowess Buildup Unblockable again, Passively Special, and Hard Knock Life. Okay, cool. So that's the new Path 6. Both of those definitely look a lot harder than what it is now, except the Rage node is gone, which was annoying. So that's a plus, right? Let's keep it moving. We have Path 9. The old design of this path required players to bring too many counters or too many problems, splitting the focus between windows of opportunity and hazard shift. So in effect, it very commonly became a path that was split between two different summoners each war. That's personally how we do it. To unify the identity, we're leaning into hazard shift to make a path that incentivizes the use of immunities. This should simplify what the player needs to focus on bringing, as well as create some potent combinations for new defenders to thrive. So let's go ahead and check it out. So Path 9 in Section 1 looks the same. It's still the hazard shift with Incinerate and Poison. It looks the same to me. And Section 2, hazard shift, Shock and Bleed, and One Eye Open. Okay, that's really cool. I like that, man. Yo, freaking Nebula, dude. Nebula's gonna go hard on this. And then Shock and Bleed, Nerves of Steel. Yo, Nebula on... Oh my god. Yeah, Nebula's gonna be freaking great. Not so much on the first one because there is One Eye Open. So, I mean, like, dude, you parry them with 20 shocks and you're freaking dead. With One Eye Open. So don't do that unless, like, you know, it's a stun immune champ, then you could, I guess, right? Just be careful with that. But for this one, node 45, Nebula is all day, every day, man. Oh yeah. So this seems pretty interesting. I kind of like the new nodes. I like the shakeup. I'm interested to see what those Prowess nodes do. Interested to see the new hazard shift node. That's very interesting. And I'm very interested to see how bans work in reality, right, in Season 31. So yeah, man, that's gonna be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big old like. Comment what you think about the changes to Alliance War coming in very, very soon, and I'll be seeing you around in the next one, man. Bye.